All right, welcome back. Mindset. This lesson is very, very important. Let me tell you something straight off the bat. In this business, you're going to face an endless stream of problems. Don't think you can just start publishing and immediately make money. It doesn't work that way. Like any business, like anything in life, you'll encounter a ton of challenges. The key is solving those problems. So don't even start if you're not ready to accept that problem will come up. That you'll have to face them, push through them, and figure them out. In fact, just like in life, the further you go, the bigger the problem gets. But it's also true that the further you go in life, the more experience you gain, and the better you become at tackling those issues. If I told my 2 years ago self to solve some of the problems I have now, I struggle more. But if I face the problems from 2 years ago today, I handle them better because I've got more experience. So, generally speaking, what's considered a problem depends on whether it's bigger than you. If you're a beginner, when you first start this business, you won't know anything. So you'll run into a lot of challenges you'll need to deal with. A few years down the line though, the problems you're facing now won't even feel like problems anymore. But you'll have new ones. The bottom end is you're always gonna have problems. So roll up your sleeves and solve them. If you give up on this Amazon business, you're likely giving up on everything in life and never find a balance. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because Amazon KDP is the easiest way to start a business compared to any other category. Of course, since it's a business, you have to treat it like one. It's a real legitimate business. So you get paid for your books. You'll need to create books either by doing it yourself or outsourcing it, and you'll have to spend money to optimize your ads campaign. There are costs, just like any other business. There are variables, and it's complex. Not because it's hard, but because it's made up of multiple moving parts. There's a little bit of a complexity there. At its core though, the complexity lies in your mindset. People who fail at this business, they didn't fail because they lack of knowledge. They failed because they didn't know how to run a business. They couldn't solve the problem of not knowing how to do it. So the attitude you need to adopt is this one. Every time you face a problem, you find a way to solve it, period. Get that in your head. If you quit this Amazon business, you don't get the result with it, chances are you won't succeed in any other business either. Just because this is probably the easiest one for a beginner. So let me tell you something, don't get this wrong, but this is the only business where I've seen average, everyday people with no special education, no skills, make thousands or even hundreds of $1,000s. I'm not trying to put down normal people, so to speak. I'm just saying this is the one business that gives an opportunity to someone without any specific knowledge, without standout skills, without being an extrovert, to still succeed. In most other business model, starting from scratch with no know-how is way harder. I've seen people from every imaginable background succeed with this model. The key is having the will to push past the problems. That's the most important, the most fundamental thing. I could give you example for hours. But all I care is just drilling this concept into you. You'll have problems, so push through them and solve them. Let me compare it to another business. Here is an example. Take someone who's been a cashier at a supermarket, and all of a sudden, after 3 months, you give them full control of a restaurant. They're gonna fail miserably. So, a crucial thing to understand is that you are the one responsible for everything. You have to take ownership of every move, every step, every piece you put into play. Don't expect Amazon to hold your hand when problems arise. No one's going to help you. They don't care. You're just a number to them. You are the only one accountable. Since it's a business, treat it like one. You're the owner, so you're the only one responsible. You get it? When you hit a problem, ask for help. Look around, do your research. But ultimately, you are the one who has to solve it. I'm the first to admit that when I have a problem, I'll try to figure it out in every possible way. I ask a friend, I ask Google, I ask ChatGPT, I get a YouTube video, I check YouTube video to see if anybody got a similar problem. I get a consultation if I have to from someone. That's the only way to tackle it. If I can't find a solution myself, I'll make sure that someone helps me finding it. But the goal is still solve the problem, and I'm the one who has to do it. So if I don't take the action of doing it myself and search for help, not even that is gonna happen. I always try to handle it solo first, but sometimes you don't know what you don't know. So it's perfectly fine to seek help, because in this business you'll face choices where you have no clue of what to do. So it's better to get informed before making those decisions. Let me give you an example. If your account gets banned by Amazon, you can't just cry to them and just go, oh, please, unban my account. They won't unblock it for you. You'll need to take the right step to get it sorted. And you'll find those steps by doing your homeworks and gathering the right information. Now, in that specific case of Amazon banning an account, don't worry, we get you covered. We'll cover it into a separate module on this course. It was just an example. Get used to this mindset because it will help you grow personally in a huge way. And your business will grow right alongside it. The more you develop this mentality, the more successful your business will be. Every problem you face is a chance to grow personally. There are no losers, only winners and learners. There are no failures. You're either going to win or you're going to learn. Get that into your head and you'll go far in this business and in life. I know that might sound like a cliche, but I'm genuinely grateful for every problem I had in my life. Every single one has strengthened my mindset and taught me how to overcome anything. I'll just give you a quick Amazon related example. My Amazon account got banned once, actually more than once. When it happened, I was upset, obviously. But now I can honestly say that it was a good thing because I learned so much from it. It's simple and it might sound trivial, but it's true. I've had an entire series of problems and now I know how to solve them. If I face the same issue again, I know exactly what to do. So I'm thankful for it. That's just how things evolve and it's how it should be. Imagine you start your Amazon business and for 3 years, you never have any single problem. Then at the end of year 3, bosh, big issue pops up and you never dealt with that before. What do you think you're gonna do? You panic. And that's exactly what you don't want to. You don't want to let your emotion take over. You want to be cool, calm, and calculated. And as you embrace the mindset, embracing mistakes, and a positive approach to problems, think of yourself as a samurai stepping onto the battlefield, guided by the mind of a martial artist. It's not just about brute force. It's about strategy and discipline and leverage. You size up every challenge like a skilled technician, plotting your moves with precision. Then you're going to strike with the ferocity of a fighter who refuses to back down. Any problem arises, you don't back down. This business, like a dojo, demands you train your mind to stay sharp and your will to stay unbreakable. Adopt this warrior spirit. Think like a strategist, act like a warrior. And you will not only survive the chaos of problems, but conquer them. You're going to forge a path to victory in both your business and your life. Let me leave you with a final thought, straight from the wisdom of Bruce Lee, one of my favorite masters who embody this warrior spirit. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put the water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. In this business and in life, that's your power. Problems will come and go, but you'll adapt to handle them, flowing around obstacles or crashing through them with unrelenting force. Be water and nothing can stop you. See you in the next video.